what's the balance of simplicity versus, doing a couple different things?
I mean, I'm 43 years old. So, when I started in 2017 on really getting serious about real estate. So that was 7 years ago, so I was in my mid
Mhm.
30s. Like there's a season for just working like a madman and just going three sheets to the wind on it. And you'll get a lot of traction and a lot of progress. And sometimes it takes an insane amount of work just to get any momentum.
Mhm.
I would just say, like, you guys are believers. I would say, pray about it. And if you're like testing what you're thinking you're wanting to do, and you're praying about it and you're like not getting any answers of like, don't do that, then I would just say, try to figure out what's going to move the needle for you the most and do that, and
Mhm.
so, because like, everything's opportunity cost. So if you decide to do a podcast for an hour, like that's an hour you can't spend in the gym. That's an hour you're not spending with your family. It's an hour you're not spending building your portfolio. So it's just like weighing everything out and figuring out, okay, what is going to be opportunity cost wise? What's the best way I can spend my time each day to get to this goal that I want, and do those things, and then try to limit the other stuff, and not dilute yourself too much. Because if you try to do too many different things, you're not going to get a lot of
Yeah.
progress in any one of them. So
Yeah, that's definitely a good point. I mean,
yeah.
we've got Airbnb investing, commercial real estate investing, brokerage, podcast, personal
Yeah.
brand. I have my glove business that takes up
Yeah.
time too. I mean, it's a lot, and you hear a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You can't serve two masters. Well, there's like
Yeah.
seven. So,
Right.
um,
Well, and also like 80-20 rule, figure out what's causing 80% of the problems. And it's
mm,
probably coming from like 20% of what you're doing. And, and it can also be reversed. Like where's 80% of your profit coming from? Where's 80% of your future net worth coming from? Do more of that, and then cut out the three things that are contributing to the 20% of your net worth, because those are probably dragging you down, and like simplify things. So it's like the second in
mm,
my own appraisal business that I identified my best clients, my 80%, where 80% of my income was coming from, and they caused 20% of the problems. And then I identified my clients that was giving me 20% of my income and they were 80% of my problems. I got rid of that 20%. Second I did that, my appraisal business got a lot more profitable and a lot more fun to work in. So
mm,
it's like just applying that to your income streams as well. And I do think having diverse income streams is really good. Like I've got appraisal, I've got brokerage, and I've got my investment properties. And like right now, appraisal is doing well. Brokerage is really slow. And the income properties are doing fine.
yeah.
2 years ago, brokerage was huge
Mm-hmm.
and appraisal was okay, and the income properties were doing good. So I'm thankful for the appraisal because the brokerage is slow right now. So I do think having diverse income streams is smart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
we're
Awesome.
we're trying to do that.
Yeah, trying.